also in that sense, that's not necessarily, the thing that will make this to, survive. That's not what I'm saying, but hopefully, the interests of all of this is actually going to increase also, because that's a bit scary, aspect from my point of view, at least, is that the interest of people, they're so, obsessed in that sense with themselves and their own ideas, and as I say, they're just interested in relationships between humans. There's no connection with nature in that sense, and I mean,
I think that the most important thing for me that I try to share with people is not to try to find out what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on. In other words, it's okay to investigate the stuff that interests you.
Yeah, indeed.
The reason that I got involved in all this stuff to begin with, Henry, I was an abused kid. I was a kid who was raped as an 11-year-old boy.
Oh my. I'm sorry.
And not by anyone in my family, but they were unaware.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. And there are a lot of people that just don't know what's going on out there. There are people that are very good at what they do. You know this. You've studied a lot and done a lot of great work and research into, pedophilia gangs and child pornography and all this business with children.
Yeah,
right?
sure. Yeah.
Well, I lived it, dude. All right.
Oh my.
And so, I had to find out what was going on.
Yeah, indeed.
And my God, talk about going down the rabbit hole. Right? Well, then you realize that the whole thing really is just a complete and utter mind fuck. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff that's going on, but again, what came shining through for me eventually was that nobody's running this show, right?
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
this is absolute mayhem. I mean, at the limits of what you can stand, right? And so what's happening on this planet is just everybody is basically doing whatever they can do to express their imagination, and sometimes that's really ugly.
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
But the truth of the matter still comes true, is that people are doing what they want. Nobody's really in control of it. And what we have to hope happens is that something does take control, something more powerful than the New World Order or any of this silliness, something like the Guy in Mind, something with a little bit of wisdom and some heart and some femininity to bring this masculine train wreck back into order.
Some balance,
right?
some equilibrium.
Where we can actually manage our technology, because see, the technology that we've unleashed without some wisdom, and pretty damn soon, it will destroy itself, and a whole bunch of us with it. So, and it's not anybody's design or anything. I mean, it's just what's going to happen. People are going to start pushing buttons. And the fact of the matter is the proliferation of technology now. You don't need a fucking nuclear weapon. That's just what they use to scare everybody.
Yeah.
That's the hard one to make.
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
The easy ones are the ones you got to worry about. And this is, again, the big question to all the people that are saying the terrorists are around every corner and the New World Order is about ready to take. Well, it's not that hard to do. You can fly, I could charter a plane tomorrow from Jefferson City Airport. I could drive right out onto the tarmac, walk onto the plane without going through any fucking security or anything like that. Fly wherever the hell I want. Into a building if I wanted to. How come no one's doing it?
Yeah. How come no one's doing it? Yeah, indeed. It feels like it is as you said, it is more part of the, inner, psychological state of.
The answer, Henry, is something is happening, right? Something is happening, and I don't have the answer for it, and nobody's got the answer for it. But it's a good thing because we know, based on historical precedent, that the people that we're dealing with are ruthless, have no concern for you, me, or anybody else. They rape, destroy, murder, whatever, as a goof. They do it for fun, all right? So if they're really being threatened, don't think they're not going to do it if they can. Somehow they can't. I don't know why. But this is my prediction, at least, of what's happening. I think we're going to see them slowly fade away.
Okay.
We're going to see, hopefully, some solutions to some But again, like I say, we have the solutions. It's just a matter of facing them and getting people, in positions of power that will recognize that.
So no nuking of Iran, no, enforcement.
Oh God, no, this is all silliness, I think.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing with the British and the Iranian thing last week was lovely, actually. It was basically both of them bowing out and saying, "God, I don't want to fight." I mean, when you scrape away all the, forget about the media, forget about the story in the New York Post or whatever, in New York. They're trying to keep everyone all freaked out. But look at what actually happened.
Yeah,
a bunch of people were in a real hairy situation that everyone thought was going to go critical, and everyone just bowed their head, shook hands, said, "Oh my God, we don't want this." Right? That's really what happened. And who knows why? Who knows why?
That's it.
But that's what happened.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's very interesting. Take on it, because I remember. Both reading and, of course, a while back, a year ago now, having Carl-Johan Kalleman on. He's the author of the Mayan calendar, The Greatest Mystery Solved, I think it's called.
And I appreciate his work, yeah.
Yeah, indeed, very much. And I mean, he actually, elaborates a lot on the idea that wars actually aren't, winnable in that sense anymore. People can't, empires can't go in and win wars anymore. And he has kind of looked, I guess, at the Iraq War in that sense, to validate.
By any measure, it has been a disaster. Even for people who say that that it's been a success for the Halliburtons of the world or something like that.
Yeah, sure.